Okay, tubers, here it is. Day 3, well, 2.5. Anyway, I'm in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and it's quite obvious why Bugs Bunny kept getting lost.
I knew I should have taken that left turn at Albuquerque. I should have turned left at Albuquerque.
If you make a wrong turn in Albuquerque, you're stuck. You can't turn around. There's nowhere to turn around. You can't make a U-turn. You can't turn right onto another street because that goes into a completely different direction, and then you can't make another U-turn and do it again. It took me the better part of an hour just to get from Denny's, where I had breakfast, to find gasoline. That's a pause for emphasis. Anyway, so now it's going to take me probably another hour to find the freeway, even though it's just right there, and then get on the road. So, we'll see you in a few.
Choose your car.
So, now I am in western New Mexico, and as you can see, the terrain has given way to high desert and mesas, a little bit of scrubland. Of course, that's about all it is out here. Bit of a difference once you cross the state line from West Texas into New Mexico. You get more and more gravel, more and more dirt, more and more sand, until you get out here. This is actually a fairly verdant section of the state that I've noticed. Having a little more sagebrush and grass available. They must have gotten some rain recently. Looking up ahead, speaking of rain, there's some cumulus cloud formations. Looks like they're kind of getting pushed up over a ridge. So we'll see what happens.
Train, Lord, take me on out.
Well, here I am in the middle of New Mexico. Well, actually not really the middle of New Mexico. I'm probably about 60 miles from Arizona. Anyway, as you see behind me, this is the Continental Divide, where all rainfall diverges and splits. West of this point, all rainfall, all rivers flow westward to the Pacific, and east of this point, everything flows towards the Atlantic eastward. About 7,200 feet MSL right now. It's very cool here. Slight breeze blowing, and of course there's not a lot of sun or cloud coverage. But, yeah, that's it.
One day and the next day gone. Sometimes you bend, sometimes you stand, sometimes you turn your back to the wind. There's a world outside the darkened door where blues won't haunt you anymore. With a brave heart free and lover's soul, come ride with me to the distant shore. We won't hesitate, break down the garden gate. There's not much time left today. Life is a highway, I wanna ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I wanna drive it all night long.
Okay, so finally I have arrived in the arid zone. The great Grand Canyon state of Arizona. Behind me you can see the famous painted cliffs of Arizona, here in the heart of Navajo territory. So this is the last state before the grand state of California. Currently about 162 miles out of Flagstaff, and booking it as fast as I can. Home, home on the range, where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day.
There was a distance between you and I, a misunderstanding once, but now we look it in the eye.
Well, I'm out here in the middle of Arizona, and apparently I've just become part of kind of a southern caravan. There is a Kia in front of me from Florida and an Audi in front of them from North Carolina. And we're here westbound and down on I-40. So, I don't know, interesting turn of events.
Life is a highway, I wanna ride it all night long.
Alright, so I am about 50 miles out of Flagstaff, Arizona now, and as you can see, the terrain has changed yet again. This is more what I would call proper desert. It's very flat, it's very brown. And the interesting thing was, while I was going through all this, prairie and scrub brush, as soon as it turned brown, I came upon a town. I was like, no, we don't want to settle where there's greenery and trees and things. We want to settle out here where there's nothing. Where there's lots and lots of red dirt and dust and sand. And that's about all it's out here. There's a few mesas and ridge lines and things like that. Oh, and a railroad track that's paralleling I-40 here. But that's about it. That's about all it's out here.
I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. Of travel I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Reno, Chicago, Fargo, Minnesota, Buffalo, Toronto, Winslow.
As you can see up ahead, I may be in for a little bit of rain. Looks like Flagstaff might be covered up in a little bit of an afternoon thunderstorm. So we're going to see what the weather does between here and there, but I may have to batten down the hatches.
I've been to Boston, Charleston, Dayton, Louisiana, Washington, Houston, Kingston, Texas, County, Monterey, Faraday, Santa Fe, Tallapoosa, Glen Rock, Black Rock, Little Rock, Oskaloosa, Tennessee, Chicopee, Spirit Lake, Grand Lake, Devil's Lake, Crater Lake, Beach Lake. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. Of travel I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Louisville, Nashville, Knoxville, Omaha, Baca, Shefferville, Jacksonville, Waterville, Costa Rica.
As you can tell from this tapping sound that you hear, it is raining. It's not too terrible yet. Just now entering the city of Flagstaff, and I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to actually stop, put the top up. And I'm starting to think that's a good idea.